Hi everyone, this is Practice Formatif of Chapter 3, question number 15. So over here we have to find the area of shaded region for each of the following diagrams. So let's find the area under this curve. So area of the shaded region equivalent to, we integrate from 2 to 4 under this curve. So the equation of the curve is y. So we have to write y with respect to x. That means the expression of y must be written in x. So x cubed minus 4x squared plus x plus 10. So let's integrate this. So we have x to the power of 4 over 4 minus 4x to the power of 3 over 3 plus x squared over 2 and then plus 10x, and with the boundary from 2 to 4. So from here, we need the help of calculator. All right, let's key in this formula. Okay, let's key in this formula. So we have alpha x to the power of 4 over 4. So divided by 4 minus 4 over 3 times with alpha x cubed and then plus alpha x squared over 2 plus 10x. So alpha, press this button. So we let the calculator to do the calculation for us. So first we're going to substitute the 4 and then we substitute the 2. Okay, so let's key in 4. We have 26 and 2/3. All right, 26 and 2/3. Now I'm going to show this. Put 4 in. 4 to the power of 4 over 4 minus 4. 4 to the power of 3 over 3 plus 4 squared over 2 plus 40. Then we minus 2 to the power of 4 over 4 minus 4 times 2 to the power of 3 over 3 plus 2 to the power of 2 over 2 plus 20. All right, we fill in and then we let the calculator to do the calculation for us. So when x is 2, so we have 15 and 1/3. So 15 and 1/3. So we can minus this manually or with the help of calculator. All right, let's use the calculator. So 26 and 2/3 minus the last answer. So we have 11 and 1/3. The area must be in square unit. That's it. This is the answer for part A. Now let us move on to part B. So for part B, the area of the shaded region. Now the shaded region is bounded by the curve and the value of the x equals to -2 and x equals to 5. So it is towards the x-axis. So when we integrate, we shall integrate y towards the dx. So what is the y? Y is 3x plus 10 raised up to the power of half. So from -2 to 5. So let's integrate that. So we have the linear expression 3x plus 10. Okay, we increase the power by 1. That is 3 over 2. Divided by the new power, 3 over 2. The denominator of the denominator will become the numerator. Continue to multiply with the coefficient for x, that is 3 here. Okay, that's it for this part. And then the boundary from -2 to 5. Let's simplify this one. The coefficient can be taken out because it will not affect our calculation. So 2 over 9. And then the inside, we shall do like this. We substitute the 5 in. So we have 15 plus 10 raised up to the power of 3 over 2 minus negative 2 times 3. So we have negative 6 plus 10 raised up to the power of 3 over 2. Okay, let's use calculator to get the value. So over here we have 25 raised up to the power of 3 over 2. 3 over 2, or you key in 1.5 will 1.5 will do. Okay, and then minus negative 6 plus 4. So we have 4. Sorry, negative 6 plus 10 is 4. So we have 4 raised up to the power of 1.5. Okay, and then don't forget the final answer. We multiply with 2 over 9. So the answer is 26 unit. 26 units squared. Okay, so this is question B. Next, let's move on to part C. So for part C, to find the area of the shaded region, okay, now this one we have to put the modulus symbol, okay, because every region that is above the x-axis, we will get positive. Anything below the x-axis, we will get negative to indicate that it is below the x-axis. Let me just show you without what we will get. Okay, so from, oh, by the way, we have to find the boundary because the shaded region is bounded by the curve and also the x-axis. So we have to differentiate with respect to x-axis. Differentiate with respect of x, therefore we need to have the boundary in terms of x. So based on this, we can put our factors, the roots. Yeah, based on the factors, we can put the roots. So x minus 3, x minus 6. On x-axis, y equals to 0. So when y equals to 0, x equals to 3, and x equals to 6. So we have from 3 to 6. We have to integrate with respect to x. So that will be x squared minus 9x plus 18. When you expand, you have x squared minus 6x minus 3x. So isn't it minus 9x? And then 3 times 6, positive 18. Okay? So I'm showing you without the modulus. By right, we have to put the modulus. Let's put the modulus right away. You will see the negative value inside the modulus later. So now we integrate it. So we have x cubed over 3 minus 9x squared over 2 plus 18x. So we have to find between 3 to 6, and what is the value? So we have 6 to the power of 3 over 3 minus 9 times 6 squared over 2, and then plus 18 times 6. And from here, we have to minus 3 cubed over 3 minus 9 times 3 squared over 2, and then plus 18 times 3. Okay. Must put the modulus. Now, let the calculator do the calculation part. So we key in the integrated expression. So we have x cubed over 3 minus 9x squared over 2 plus 18x. Okay, so what is the x? So we have 6, substitute the 6 in, 18. And then minus when the x is 3. We got 22 and a half. 22 and a half. So if we take 18 minus 22 and a half, so 18 minus 22 and a half, we got negative 4 and a half, isn't it? So negative 4 and a half, which is negative 4.5. And therefore, the final answer is 4.5 units squared. Okay? That is the reason we have to put the modulus symbol on our own. So anything below the x-axis is negative. So we have to put modulus manually to get rid of the negative element here. So that is for part C. Next, let's go to part D. So for part D, we have part of the shaded region above the x-axis, part of it below the x-axis. Okay, so we use the x-axis as reference because we are integrating towards the x, because the shaded region is bounded by the curve and the x-axis, and of course with the x value here. So we have to find the boundary here. Let's call this x1, and then this is 0, and this one is x equals to 3, and then what is this? This is called x2, and this part is x3. So we have to find when on x-axis when y equals to 0. So based on this, when y equals to 0, we have 0 and 4. So immediately we got this one 4. Now we have to find x1 and x3. That is when the corresponding y value is 5. So let's expand this. We will have x squared minus 4x equals to 5. So x squared minus 4x minus 5 equals to 0. So we factorize this part. So 5 and 1, negative and positive. Double check. The inner pair, we have negative 5x. The outer pair, we have positive x. So the sum will give us negative 4x. So therefore, our factorization is correct. So with that, x equals to 5 or x equals to negative 1. So this is negative 1 and this is 5. Makes sense because 5 is on the right of 4. So with that, to find the area of the shaded region, okay, we have to do the, we have to integrate from negative 1 to 0 of this x squared minus 4x. X squared minus 4x with respect to x plus the modulus, okay? Integrate from 0 to 3, x squared minus 4x dx, then continue to plus from 4 to 5, x squared minus 4x dx. All right, so let's integrate this. So we have x cubed over 3 minus 2x squared. So let's put negative 1 and 0 in, plus modulus. Same thing, x cubed over 3 minus 2x squared. We have 0 to 3. And then from 4 to 5. So x cubed over 3 minus 2x squared. From 4 to 5. Now let's substitute this 0 in. So 0 over 3 minus 2 times 0. So everything is 0. And minus, let's put the negative 1 in. Negative 1 to the power 3 over 3. And then minus 2 times negative 1 squared. Okay. So this is the first part. Next, go by the second part. We have the modulus part. So 3 cubed over 3 minus 2 times 3 squared. And then this whole thing. We have to minus, when substitute 0, we got 0. Then we plus 5 cubed over 3 minus 2 times 5 squared. And then minus. Minus, this time, same expression, but this time the x is 4. 4 to the power 3 over 3 minus 2 times 4 squared. Okay, and next we use the calculator to set the formula of our integration. So after integration, we have x cubed over 3. So x cubed over 3 minus 2x squared, 2x squared. Okay, so now we let the calculator do the calculation. We can test when it is 0, definitely got 0. And then when it is negative 1, in -1, -2 and 1/3. So 0 minus -2 and 1/3. Then we plus, put the modulus here. When it is 3, what will happen? So when x is 3, Tn -9. So this is -9 minus 0, and then plus 4 to 5. So let's find 5 first. So when x is 5, -8 and 1/3, -8 and 1/3, and then we got a minus when it is 4. When x is 4, -10 and 2/3, -10 and 2/3. So with this, we will have 2/3. Okay. We will have 2/3, 2 and 1/3. And then -9 after your modulus become +9. And then plus, okay, this one we can do the calculation within these two terms. Okay, that will be -8 and 1/3 minus the -10 and 2/3. Okay, the final answer. Yeah, just use that. Minus the final answer, close bracket. So we got our answer 13 and 2/3. 13 and 2/3 unit square. So that's it, the answer for question number 15.